blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Today, I want to talk about something really, really exciting that I have been waiting for a really, really long time. I've had to keep it a secret for a little while because things were just too scary to say out loud. I was like really nervous it wasn't gonna go through. So we are moving. It's still really weird to say out loud, but we bought a house. It's super cute, about an hour away from where we live now. So we got new schools, doctors, dentists, friends, surroundings, new church, everything. And I don't know about you, but my anxious brain is like, ah! But there's so much excitement for this new chapter in our lives because it's something we've been working really, really, really hard towards. We're moving in like 30 days, which seems both super fast and millions of years at the same time. I am super excited for this journey. I'm really excited for change, but I'm also terrified. My anxious brain is like, change is happening, you're gonna be nervous, all these terrible what if things are gonna happen, but I'm trying to put God first, take things one step at a time, just relax, take it easy, not let things get too overwhelming by like planning too far in advance. Just what do I need to do today? What do I need to transfer, fill out? What do I need to make sure is done right now? I want to talk about that a little bit over the next couple months. Also, I really, really used to love repurposing things, being creative in that way. And our budget right now is like tighter than tight, like zero for furnishing a house. So basically the only thing I have a budget for is paint and a couple of tools that I need to help me paint. So what I want to do is repurpose some of the stuff we have to match what we are going to do in our new place. It's been really fun to work with my husband about colors of paint and like what we're going to do with the kitchen and our bedroom and stuff. And we normally don't really work well together. We kind of butt heads a little bit, but it's been fun because this is something we both wanted for a really long time. So we're both very like, okay, where do we go now? And the kids are really excited. I made a little photo montage that kind of shows the day that we told the kids this was our house. We don't live in it yet, but it was the day that escrow closed. And so it was just like a really tender moment. We've been praying about getting our own home for a really long time. We've almost been married 15 years and we've never owned a home before. And so this is like a huge moment for our little family. Our kids have all three been in one little room. Our bedroom is my office, our bedroom and our front room, partially my bathroom area because the bathroom is full of children and husband. And there's just so much going on in our little small spaces, and we're gonna have 3 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, a little yard, our own garage, and I can't tell you how surreal it feels and like how grateful I am. Being a parent and watching your kids struggle is so difficult. I think it's one of the worst tortures that there is. And I just feel like the biggest blessing about this whole process is that I can give my kids a room. The boys get to share a room. My daughter's gonna have her own room. She's gonna have a private space to be Briley and to decorate how Briley wants to decorate. And Oliver and Charlie want to put orange on their walls, and they want race cars and dirt bikes. And the joy that comes from helping them choose those things is just immeasurable to me right now. And knowing I'm gonna have a half of the garage to make my own workspace, like such a blessing. And it was definitely a lot of patience involved, but I want to tell you a little bit about how this went down. So we've been really struggling financially for 6 years. We've had jobs, lost jobs, had money, lost money. Like we've had a lot of trials, and I don't want to focus on the hard stuff because it's not the important part. The important part is that I can see how God's hand has been in every little bit of those trials and challenges and triumphs. And there have been a lot of blessings throughout this whole process. I have gotten clean, become a healthier version of me. I've gotten a strong relationship with my husband, family, friends, my kids, myself, my higher power. I just learned a lot about myself in those 6 years. They were like the worst, best 6 years of my life, because I now know what I'm made of. I know what I'm made of. I know what I can handle. I know what I can overcome. And I'm sure there'll be bigger things that I'm like terrified of in the future. But right now, like, God has really just blessed me to find my strength, and I'm so thankful for that. And so a little bit about the process. So we started looking like 2 years ago when things were normal in the market and like thought, oh, we can't do this. We can't do this. We just needed to get to this point and then we can buy a house. And then we got to that point and it's like, well, actually we need to be here. And then we got there, and then just things kept happening. And then we finally got to where we thought we needed to be. And then the market went crazy and we thought there's no way we're going to get a house. And I just had this feeling we just need to do research and keep looking, and we'll just know God will guide us in the right direction. So we did that. And you know, it wasn't until we stopped trying to like make it work that it all fell into place. And God really just guided us in every aspect. So the day we went out to look, we got a brand new realtor in the area that we changed to. Never met this woman before. We were like, what is gonna go down? We don't know. But all 5 of us agreed. We were just gonna go with the flow. My husband needed to make a drop off on the way. So we're like, okay, we'll make this drop off and then we'll go straight to our first appointment. We had like 9 houses lined up because we only have Saturdays to do this. We are on our way to his drop off, and then we get there and I'm like, oh my gosh, your drop off is like 45 minutes from our first appointment and we only have 20 minutes to get there. So crud. We're like, it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. We're just gonna go with the flow. So we go with the flow. We get there a little bit late. The realtor was even later. We're like, oh, we ended up missing the first appointment. So we were like, that's okay. We'll come back to it later if they let us. Then we go to the next one. We're like, not so great. We go to the next one. Definitely not great. And the next one, and the next one, and the next one. She gets lost or something? I don't know. So we got to the last house first. We decided, because she was lost or whatever, okay, let's just drive around the street, check it out, see if it's nice, like how we feel, like if there's any good vibes, bad vibes, whatever. So we do that, and then we see an open house. So we're like, okay, well, it's open house. We can go in, which there were no open houses at the time because of COVID. They were just barely coming back. And so we get out of the car, we go into this house, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. It was so cute. The person who owns the house like decorated it like it was totally Kim. It was totally me, and it was just so cute. I loved it, but I'm like, I'm not gonna get excited. So I like tried to look it up online. It wasn't even on the MLS listing things that we get, and all these different reasons why we should not have been able to get into this house. Well, anyway, we talked with the realtor that's selling it, and then we leave the house, and I was like, I just really liked it. Then we go down the street to a house that's like identical, but down the street. And that's the one we were meant to go see with our realtor. So we get there with our realtor, we walk inside, and I'm like, oh, the smell alone was so pungent. I was like, no thanks. And there was a lot of work that needed to be done. So I was like, no. So we leave, and I'm like, hey, realtor, let's go look at that house again. And she ends up knowing the realtor that's selling the house, and they chat. And we just wandered around, and I was like, husband, I'm digging this house. When you think about this house, he's like, no. So we go home, we debate over 3 houses. One of them ends up falling through because it's probate, so we're like, we don't want to get involved in that, it would take too long. Another one was way over our budget, and then this one was like right in the right spot. So we called the realtor and we make a choice, and we're like, let's put an offer on this house. And we literally were like, there's no way we're gonna get this. We put an offer on, we wait. We finally get an answer that says, hey, can you bump your offer up to this? And we say, sure. We prayed about it. We say yes. We come up, and then they go, can you come up higher? And I was like, wait a minute. You countered us, and we said yes, and now you're countering your own counter? So we're like, oh, man. We can't go up that high. We're really sorry, but we got to stick with what our original offer is. And I cried, you guys, and I tried so hard not to get attached to this house. And it's amazing how quickly I got attached to something that wasn't even mine, and that I've only known about for like a day or two. It was just crazy. So I cried. I mourned this house. I just come to terms with the fact that this is not meant to be, and God will guide us in the right direction. Well, a day goes by. My realtor calls and says,
you're not gonna believe this. They like you guys and they want you to buy their house.
And I'm like, no way. We finalized the negotiations, figured it all out. I'm still thinking they're gonna back out on us. Like, there's no way we're gonna get this. They chose us. We got the house. Escrow felt like an eternity. The whole time I'm thinking something bad's gonna happen. they're gonna find this or they're gonna not find that, and then we're gonna get kicked out and we're not gonna get the house, and I was just freaking out for 30 days. And we kept it a secret from everybody. Like maybe a handful of people knew, and it was because it was our lender, our broker, a couple people that like we asked questions about because we didn't know things. None of our children knew. My parents didn't know. It was really secretive because we were both so scared that it wasn't gonna happen. It was almost like what happened when I had a miscarriage. I told everybody I was pregnant like at 4 weeks. And then I had to go back and tell everybody that I lost the baby, and it was just like the worst feeling ever. And I remember with my rainbow baby, my Briley Sue, like I did not tell anybody I was pregnant until like I knew it was all okay. So that's kind of the same feeling I got. Like this was such a big deal for our family. I know I want to make it seem like, you know, it's equal to losing a child, because it is not, but it was kind of bringing up those feelings of fear of loss for me. Yeah, it was just crazy. So the day we told our kids was such a special day. I filmed most of it and I felt all of it. It was just so amazing, just such a gift, and God really blessed our lives. So I'm going to show you the little photo montage that I made of us telling the kids and their reactions, and just like the sweetness that came from that moment was just so awesome. And I normally don't show my kids on camera, so I want to blur their faces, but I also want you to see like the joy on their faces. So this will probably be like one of the only times that I show my kid like full face on there. So I want to share that with you guys a little bit. And
I said, are we looking at that gray house again?
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Are you annoyed? You don't want to look at this house?
No!
Why not?
Third time?
The
No.
third time? Is that bad? 3 times?
Hey, Riley.
Yeah, you're coming in too. Oliver James, are you cold?
No.
You want me to turn down the air? Okay. Who are you? Oliver? So cute. I think I'll take you home with me. I just love it. Look at that cute little face. The cute little face. All right. You guys want to go in and look?
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, it's nice and chilly in here.
Okay, let's turn on the
They have
lights.
a little ball.
Right now.
Okay, hold on one second. I want to ask you guys a question. What if this was our house?
It would be cool.
What if this is our house? No, I mean it. This is our house.
It's actually our house.
We own this house.
Can you hear me, Mom?
We own it.
You guys, this is our house. This is
Sorry.
gonna be ours. You're gonna get to live here. We're gonna get to put our stuff in here. How do you feel? Should we go see your rooms?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We'll decide. Whose room should this be? You think so?
My house, but this is gonna be your bedroom.
You get to live in here.
You gotta make
for
your own
real.
room. We're gonna paint our own room.
Not
Yeah.
just in our
That
imaginations,
wizard is so creepy.
but in
Right.
real life.
Right.
I can't
This is
even see
Couscous's
the
room.
wizard.
So you're gonna paint it any color you want. Is that pretty cool or what?
She's like,
Let's go in the other room.
Charlie's dance. We can paint it whatever color you want. Get your own room. You get your own room, Chutes McBee.
We're gonna go with friends.
You can tell your friends.
I know.
Yeah. You can tell whoever you want. And guess what? They can come over and visit anytime they want.
You have to come and see the room.
Okay, come show me it.
Oh, you want to go and play
You gotta have a pool here too. Did you know that? There's a pool here.
You like it?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah!
Because it's just such an amazing feeling, and I just want to say God works in mysterious ways. There were so many things that happened financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, as far out of my realm of imagination. That money just fell into place where we needed it, when we needed it, and like we just had faith. My husband kept saying, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? And I'm like, we're just gonna trust in God. He's gonna help us. We can do all we can do. After that, it's up to God. If you put God first, you do your best. If you trust whoever your higher power is, they will do the rest. I really struggled with that for a very long time. But now I can say with complete confidence that I know the book of Kim is being written. Actually, it's co-authored by me and my God, working together in this instead of me trying to control it. The more I give myself and my power over to God, the more in control I feel, the more like me I feel. And at first I thought, if I give this to God, I'm gonna lose myself. But I've totally just been figuring out who the divine Kimberly is. So that's what our main focus is gonna be, fully trying to figure out my passions, my divine reason for being. And right now, my divine reason for being is building a home for my family where it's a safe haven and a refuge from all the garbage that's happening in the world right now. They have a safe place to come home to where they know they're loved. They're not judged, they're taught, and they're not scared. They're safe. I want to give them that gift. And I believe that my divine self is going to change over the course of my life. And right now, it's to create a home for my family. And in a year, it might be to get my master's. And in another year, it might be to be a teacher or whatever. Yeah, so I just want to make sure that you guys all know that I'm scared. I'm scared to move, but you know what? I'm okay. I'm gonna do something that scares me to bless myself and my family, because I know that it's just the evil and my disease that wants me to think I don't deserve this happiness and I'm never gonna be happy. But I do deserve happiness and God wants me to be happy. So I am going to take this journey wholeheartedly, dive in and face all my fears of new surroundings and new things, and just focus them into painting my cabinets, hanging pictures on the walls, helping my kids decorate their rooms the way they want them decorated, and setting up little areas for them to play, do their homework, areas for my husband and I to relax and read and watch TV together. And I'm not going to take this blessing for granted. I am going to show my gratitude for God's blessings in my life by being present and focusing my thoughts on the blessings that come. Yeah. So I hope you guys like, subscribe, turn on the ding ding bell, follow, share, and follow my journey, and you'll be able to see our house as it becomes a home. I'm just super excited for this, and I hope that all of you, if there's something that you've been longing for, something that you just feel like is in your future but it just feels stuck, remember that this too shall pass, and deliverance is a possibility. Like, it will happen. And you know, my therapist told me about the 6 D's of faith, and they are: number 1, dream; number 2, decision; number 3, difficulty; number 4, delay; number 5, dead end; and then number 6, deliverance. And difficulty, delay, and dead end are all a part of life. And she and I talked for the last 2 or 3 years about dead ends. I was in a dead end for a very long time, but my deliverance has come, and my family is being blessed, and my heart is so full. and I'm so blessed, and I'm so glad to share this with you guys, and I hope that it gives you hope and it helps you feel confident in yourself and in your relationship with your higher power. So I will see you guys next week, where we will be redoing a desk and making it fancy for Briley's new workbench. So excited to show you that, and I hope you guys all have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye.